Shalom. First and foremost, all praise and glory is unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Rachach, that belong to our apostles, the bishops, the elders of the great millstone, and greetings, salutations, blessings, much love unto you, hopeful elect. Shalom unto you. All right. I have a video here, and you see things on the internet, and being in the truth, you everything is spiritual, so you see things in a spiritual light. So I grabbed this. It's kind of a what's the word I want to use? An admonishment or just encouragement for you that believe, man. In sincerity and in truth. Yeah, keep fighting, man. Okay, keep doing it, man. Keep persevering. Keep your patience. Okay, because it there is a reward for this. All right, and so I grabbed a bunch of scriptures for this, but let me play the clip. Real before I play it, let me do this. I almost forgot. All right, fair use, fair use, fair use. Okay, this video is not for monetary value. Okay, it's for educational and entertainment value. Okay. All right, so give it another couple seconds, then I'll grab the other video. All right, fair use, fair use. All right, here we go.
Well, in your return to the ring for this fight, you are setting a monumental opportunity for kids my age to see the legend Mike Tyson in the ring for the first time. So after such a successful career, what type of legacy would you like to leave behind when it's all said and done?
And that's the point of this legacy. Let me get that definition of the word legacy, because Mike's response to that question is similar to mine. I don't really like the word legacy. I think it like he's about to. Well, let him say it.
Done.
Man, I don't know. I don't believe in the word legacy. I just think that's another word for ego. Legacy doesn't mean nothing. That's just some word everybody grabbed onto. Someone said that word and everyone grabbed on the word, so now it's used every 5 seconds. It means absolutely nothing to me. I'm just passing through. I'm going to die, and it's going to be over.
You gotta be entertained by Mike Tyson, right? Yeah, he doesn't have understanding of the scripture, so I'm gonna grab some scriptures according to that. But let me get this word legacy, because I don't like how it's used in today's, today. All right, so let me get it anyway.
Here's the definition of legacy: an amount of money or property left to someone in a will.
We don't like that one. But number 2 says the long-lasting impact of particular events, actions, etc., that took place in the past or of a person's life. Okay, and it is what it is as far as the definition of the word. Okay, and I got scriptures. Let me see if they got anything else on it, but I have scriptures that go with that understanding. All right, let's see. No. Yeah, personal delegation. Yeah. I don't like I said, I don't really like the word either. Oh, this is Michael Jordan's legacy. This is LeBron's legacy. It's such that if they have to win this game, if he has to score this 2-minute drill touchdown for his legacy, and you guys are all doing it with bread and circus legacy, because Michael Jordan ain't played basketball in over 20 years. You guys still think he's the greatest. That's fine, man. But it's a meaningless thing. But in this truth, the legacy, to continue to use that word, that follows the elect and that follow the ancient righteous men of the scriptures, that's the legacy you want. And look at this right here. Heritage was a word that popped up. Let's see if we can get it. It's a property that is or may be inherited in inheritance. Okay. If there's any other words real quick. No, they ain't got nothing, as I figured they wouldn't. I just don't really like the word, because it's thrown around there. Everything somebody does is according to their brand and their legacy. Well, it makes sense that this is a topic, or this is a a thing that's going around, but people don't understand how important what we do is. And that made me think of another scripture. Let me get a couple precepts real quick. All right, I'll start with Revelation, the 14th chapter. Okay, verse 13. Straight matter of fact, the 12th verse. It says, "Here is the patience of the saints. Here are they that keep the commandments of Yahweh, Bashim Yahushua, and the faith of keep the commandments of Yahweh and the faith of Yahweh Shai Mashiach." Okay, and that's what we do. That's what this legacy is about, and it's looked upon with shame. Okay, this what we do is looked upon with shame. You know, when you get and see, this is why I say things like reincarnation. Or we understand that reincarnation is such a heavy understanding that you have to be given, so you can understand the rest of these scriptures, because that's your legacy. Matter of fact, I mean, a lot of scriptures are coming to mind. So let me hold this one and grab a couple. 1 Corinthians 14:32, "And the spirit of the prophets are subject to the prophets." And this is really an honorable position, okay, in the earth, though is despised of the people. All right, and it's beautiful now, because all the time that I mean, a lot of scriptures coming to mind, and I don't want to really make this longer than it's already going to be. So let me just grab them. Matthew 5:10, "Blessed are they which are persecuted for righteousness' sake, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are ye when men shall revile you and persecute you, and shall say all manner of evil against you falsely for my sake." And this is red letter Yahweh Shai speaking. "Rejoice and be exceeding glad, for great is your reward in heaven, for so persecuted they the prophets which were before you." And look, the prophets, the spirit of the prophet is subject unto the prophets. So we're actually the same prophet, not the same, but we're just prophets coming back. Okay, and yeah, you can say the same prophets, but we're the prophets coming back. So the prophets, the honor that they didn't receive amongst the people in certain ages, they're gonna get the glory of that in the kingdom of heaven. Okay, and let me grab this other one, then I'll make that statement. And the glory of that what I was gonna say, and the glory that wicked men have now, they're gonna inherit shame later. Okay, so it's a two-way street. You know, those that have done wickedly, you get what follows that. As the righteous have stood up for righteousness, we get the reward from the Heavenly Father eventually of that, because the prophets were rewarded with being killed. Okay, but anyway, 1 Corinthians 4, verse 9, it says, "For I think that the Most High have set forth us, the apostles, last, as it were appointed to death, for we are made a spectacle unto the world and unto angels and to men. We are fools for Yahweh Shai's sake, but ye are wise in the Mashiach Yahweh Shai. We are weak, but ye are strong. Ye are honorable, but we are despised." Okay, we always have this negative connotation about us, okay, with the people, but we're doing honorable things. People hate the message of the prophets because it's usually a warning, you know, and it's always negative things. When you go to Jeremiah 28:8, okay, so the people don't really take heed. But when you're in the spirit, you realize how wonderful this really is, that the Heavenly Father sent men out to warn you and to prepare you for salvation and for the perils that were to come, right? And it goes on, you know, talking about how bad it really. I'll read it. Verse 11, "Even unto this present hour we both hunger and thirst and are naked and are buffeted and have no certain dwelling place, and labor working with our own hands, being reviled we bless, being persecuted we suffer it, being defamed we entreat, we are made as the filth of the world and are the offscouring of all things unto this day." But we're really the righteous, man. We're really the ones that will inherit the glory, you know? And I got scriptures on that, but how is it that we're the filth of the world by the perspective of the people of the world, but in the kingdom of heaven, we're reviled, we're revered as precious, okay? as what does it say in Isaiah the 13th chapter? As gold of man shall be as the gold of Ophir. Okay, which is high quality gold. Okay, and that is very precious. Okay, and it says here, I write not these things to shame you, but as my beloved sons, I warn you. So we understand that this is what we're gonna go through. Okay, this is how it goes. Play a little more video.
Who cares about legacy after that? What a big ego. So I'm gonna die. I want people to think that I'm this, I'm great. No, we're nothing. We're just dead. We're dust. We're absolutely nothing. Our legacy is nothing.
Well, thank you so much for sharing that. That is something that I have not heard before. Someone say that as an answer.
Can you really imagine somebody say, I want my legacy to be this way when you're dead? Why do you want somebody? You think somebody really wants to think about you? What's the audacity? I think I want people to think about me when I'm gone. Who the fuck cares about me when I'm gone? Or my kids, maybe, or grandkids. Who the fuck cares?
Well, in your return to the ring.
All right, and so, but we as the hopeful elect, we want our legacy to be remembered. There were ancient men that legacy were remembered in the scriptures. Okay, so let me grab a bunch of precepts, and like I said, I don't want to make this super long, but as more scriptures come to mind, I'll grab them in the spirit. But I do have some that I want to grab. Back in Revelation, the 14th chapter, verse 13, and I heard a voice from heaven saying unto me, Write, blessed are the dead which die in the Lord Yahweh from henceforth. Yea, saith the Spirit, that they may rest from their labors, and their works do follow them. Okay, so what you do in this life follows you. Okay, I want to be of that governing body. I want to be known as the best of the best. Okay, now, am I trying to aspire to be King David or Yahushua? Nah, just anywhere in that 144,000 will work. But ultimately, even if I'm of the 1/3, that'll work as well. But truly, the work that we're doing here, Lord willing, I'm granted to be in that 144,000. Okay, to be at that's where the legacy is at the top at. Okay, that would be that's what you really want to leave, the type of name you want to leave for yourself. Okay, this is 2 Ezra 14 verse 35. For after death shall the judgment come, right, when we shall live again. So you get to live again, and your legacy, I'm using this word, follows after you. Okay, and then shall the names of the righteous be manifest. Okay, so if you're of the righteous, that's when you live again. That's when after you did all that you did in this life. Okay, and then the judgment comes, and then when you live again, that's when your name of the names of the righteous will be declared, man. Okay, and it says, and the works of the ungodly shall be declared. The names of the righteous be manifested, and the works of the ungodly shall be declared. I don't want to be in the works of the ungodly. Okay, so this is why we endure all the persecution and the defaming and all those other negative things that come with this, and there's a lot more to come. Okay, so if you, a matter of fact, okay, Matthew 19:27, but I was gonna say, if you've endured all these things, and this is the question that Peter was asking Yahushua, I'm gonna read it. It says, Matthew 19 verse 27, then answered Peter and said unto him, Behold, we have forsaken all and followed thee. What shall we have therefore? And Yahushua said unto him, Verily I say unto you, that ye which have followed me in the regeneration, when the Son of Man shall sit in the throne of his glory, ye shall sit upon 12 thrones, judging the 12 tribes of Israel. Okay, and that's what we want. Okay, we forsaken and took the L on all these things in the world, and followed after righteousness when it was inconvenient. He that turns to righteousness maketh himself a prey. If we've become a prey to the wickedness of this world, hey, demons and all this other stuff going on, Should it be for something? You know, it's wonderful if it's for something, right? And everyone that has forsaken houses or brethren or sisters or father or mother or wife or children or lands for my name's sake shall inherit an hundredfold and shall inherit everlasting life. Okay, and that's what we want, man. And we want to inherit everlasting life. So yeah, after this, you don't just die and you've forgotten. No, your name lives on. Your reputation lives on. Okay? And that's what we're really looking for. Let me look up that word reputation.
Here's the definition of reputation: the beliefs or opinions that are generally held about someone or something.
Okay, so you want that to be a positive thing. Okay, it says a widespread belief that someone or something has a particular habit or characteristic, good or bad, right? Your name, look, it has name right there. A reputation, especially a good one. Okay, good name, character, stature, status, position, rank. Okay, fame. It said we will. The scriptures say we'll have fame. Okay, celebrity will be men of renown. These are words that we want. Okay, this is what we want, but it ain't to get the glory now. A lot of guys out there want the glory now. Okay, the people that's mainly talking about legacy and generational wealth and all of that, you're thinking about the now. We've come to understand through the spirit of this word, all that comes in the life to come, which is at the end of this life, which we're at the end of it. The begin, we're at the end of the end, but the end is not yet. Okay, we still got more life to live, but it's not a whole lot of life left. Okay, society's about to change in a flash, and things are gonna go real dark and real deadly in the near future. Okay, and this is what the prophecies are talking about. We're watching the prophecy speak and line up. Okay, and the further along we get, the darker it's gonna get. But we're doing this to, Lord willing, be protected and have glory in the legacy of the Lord, man. Okay. Okay, Zephaniah chapter 3, verse 19. Behold, at that time I will undo all that afflict thee, and I will save her that halteth, and gather her that was driven out, and I will get them praise and fame in every land where they have been put to shame. That's talking about the Israelites, man, starting with the elect. This is what we fight for, man. This is what we hoping to get. Okay? But we're not trying to covet it. We just if we're of the hopeful elect and we have an opportunity to be of the elect because we were called to this thing, well, we're gonna give diligence that our calling of election be sure that we fit into this thing. Okay, that we be of that elect. Okay, and that's why I'm saying, hey, stay strong and keep fighting, man. Don't give up. Okay, don't as the times get harder and the times get closer and closer, and and the questions start coming. What should I do? Well, if you see it in the direction it's going, we got to know that this is not time to throw in the towel. Now it's time to double down on it, man. Okay, there's no exit to this thing, man. This to keep forward is the only way out. Okay, because any other direction is only going to lead you deeper into the wrong direction. All right. Anyway, Hebrews chapter 11. Let me go up. 11:1. Now faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. For by it the elders obtained a good report. Okay, and when you go into this chapter, and I didn't really skim down to the bottom, I thought of that one. But when you go into this chapter, it's just showing the legacy that ancient righteous men left behind themselves. Okay, that written among the Lord. And when you go into a chapter like this, man, you would hope that you would be blessed to be into a group like this, man. This is a high level group here. Okay, to be one of these men that's mentioned in this book. Okay, because their legacy has a good report when you read this chapter, right? Okay, Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 2, verse 4, and this is that YOLO spirit. That people think this is the only life. You only live once type of life. So people will do all types of crazy and wicked things to justify, well, there's no punishment after this, but that's not what the scriptures say. Okay, as I've read a few precepts already, this is Wisdom of Solomon 2 and 4. And our name shall be forgotten in time, and no man shall have our works in remembrance. Well, these ancient men's works are in remembrance in the scriptures, and if you do understand the scriptures and believe in reincarnation, these men are going to come back and be in their lot again. But their lot in this life will be in glory. Okay? It says, and our life shall pass away as the trace of a cloud, and shall be dispersed as a mist that is driven away with the beams of the sun, and overcome with the heat thereof. For our very time is a very shadow that passeth away, and after our end there is no returning, which is not true. For it is fast sealed, so that no man cometh again. Come on, let us enjoy the good things that are present, and let us speedily use the creatures like as in youth. And see, that's what people end up living, and usually they begin to sin and be full of covetousness and different things that lead down the wrong path. But when you are walking in a legacy or a way of righteousness, okay, that follows you, man, and that righteousness is not forgotten. But if you fall out, it says the Heavenly Father don't remember your righteousness no more. Okay, and is you will be beaten with many stripes. Okay. Verse 22, same chapter. As for the mysteries of the Most High, they knew them not, neither hoped they for the wages of righteousness. What are wages, man? The payments, okay, of righteousness, nor discerned a reward for blameless souls. Okay, for the Most High created man to be immortal and made him to be an image of his own eternity. Okay, but that 22 was the point. Okay, and that's why we do what we do, because we read scriptures like this and we're like, you know what? This is what I want my name to be about. Okay, this is what the legacy or what was the other word? This is what I want to follow me. The good name, my reputation, that was the word, right? I got another script. Ecclesiastes 7 and 1. A good name is better than precious ointment in the day of one, the day of death, than the day of one's birth. But that's the point right there. A good name is better than precious ointment, man. It's a healer to you. You can make mistakes, but if you have a good reputation, a good name, hey man, it'd be like, you know that, but he's a good guy. But yeah, he made mistakes, but he's done this. He does this. He stayed with this. He believes, but he does have faith. You know, yeah, he has these shortcomings, but look, he does have this versus someone that just don't know when to cut it off and never put in towards righteousness or discontinued the righteousness that they have done. Okay. Here's a small list of, I was thinking something else, but I'll read this one anyway. Tobit 4 and 12. Here's a list of righteous people that their legacy followed throughout all the scriptures, right? It said, beware of all whoredom, my son, and chiefly take a wife of the seed of thy fathers, and take not a woman to wife which is not of thy father's tribe. Right, and this is in Tobit here. It says, for we are the children of the prophets, mainly saying take an Israelite woman, Noah, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Remember, my son, that our fathers from the beginning, even that they all married wives of their own kindred, and were blessed in their children, and their seed shall inherit the land. Okay, yeah, it was a negative thing when we took wives of the other nations. Like, things didn't always go well when we took wives of the other nations, but when we took wives of our nations, particularly those men, we had righteous things happen. Followed that. Okay, hence, like as an example with Abraham, he had his first son Ishmael with Hajar. Okay, but then he had Isaac with with Sarah, right? So it shows you that the blessing continued to go through Isaac, and it just, continued on. All right. It is a heavy chapter, Wisdom of Solomon 4. I'm going to just get to the point. When you read it for face value, you get it, but there's more to it anyway. It says, verse 16, thus the righteous that is dead shall condemn the ungodly which are living, and youth that is soon perfected the many years and old age of the unrighteous. Okay, and even Solomon said, because judgment against the evil work isn't executed speedily, therefore the heart of the sons of men are fully set in them to do evil. So people think just because they don't get punished for what they do wrong immediately, they can continue to do it. But it said, but it shall be well with the righteous who fear, was it day and night, something like that, from wisdom, from Ecclesiastes, the 8th chapter. And it says, for they shall see the end of the wise, and shall not understand what the Most High in his counsel hath decreed of him, and to what end the Lord hath set him in safety. Okay? And that's a contrast of the things that happen unto the righteous and the things that happen unto the wicked. So those things follow you, because there is a judgment to come. And when you get to the kingdom of heaven, that's when it's decreed. That's when I was supposed to read that one. Then it shall be known who are the righteous. The names of the righteous shall be manifest, and the names of the wicked shall be declared. Okay? Revelation 22 and 12. Yeah, I think that's the point. Yep. I'll read 11 just because I always like this one. He that is unjust, let him be unjust still. He that is filthy, let him be filthy still. Yeah, you warn them, but then after that, yeah, you move it on, right? And he that is righteous, let him be righteous still. And he that is holy, let him be holy still. And behold, I come quickly, and my reward is with me, to give every man according to his work shall be. Okay, so it's going to follow you. So the things we do in this life, man, it follows us, man. We get the reward. Okay. Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 5. It goes up quite a bit. I'll start at verse 5. It says, how is he numbered among the children of the Most High, and his lot is among the saints? Therefore we have erred from the way of truth, and the light of righteousness have not shined unto us, and the sun of righteousness rose not upon us. We wearied ourselves in the way of wickedness and destruction. Yea, we have gone through deserts where there lay no way, but as for the way of the Lord, we have not known it. What hath pride profited us, and what good hath riches with our vaunting brought us? Okay. For all those things are passed away like a shadow, and as a post that hasteth by. Okay, and as a ship that passeth over the waves of the water, and when it is gone by, the trace thereof cannot be found, neither the pathway of the keel in the waves. Okay, and what it's describing is different scenarios of things that will be forgotten. Man, your wickedness, after Jake gets, just wicked people in general, but after the wicked are the wicked, like the Edomites and even the heathen, after they die, man, nobody's going to remember their names like that. They're not going to be great in the earth like that. But as Israelites, yeah, you're not going to have that high status like the elect is going to have. If you're wicked on this side, you get destroyed as a 2/3. Okay, it says, and it's just showing you how meaningless your name is. So it fits what Mike was saying, or Mike Tyson was saying there. But when you're of the elect, man, your name is a great thing. Okay, whereas when a bird hath flown through the air, there is no token of her way to be found, but the light air being beaten with the stroke of her wings, and parted with the violent noise and motion of them, is passed through. And therein afterward no sign where she went to is to be found. And you can take this even to the perils that our nation has went through. No one's going to remember the perils that we went through. It's only going to be righteousness for the rest of eternity. Okay, but that history will still be there. Okay, well, we'll understand. Okay, but we won't go through none of the things we went through before. Okay, and it just continues to say those types of things. So it's like, who cares? Nobody's gonna care. It's gonna be gone. It made me think of the one. Let me grab it. Speaking of the Edomites, right? Job 20. I'm gonna start at verse 6, but the point is in 8. Well, all of it really. It says, though his excellently mount up to the heavens and his hand reach into the clouds, yet he shall perish forever like his own dung. Right? They which have seen him shall say, where is he? He shall fly away as a dream and shall not be found. Yea, he shall be chased away as a vision of the night. Okay, the eye which seeth him which saw him shall see him no more, neither shall his place any more behold him. Okay, speaking of Edom, man, they're gonna pass away and they're gonna forget about it. It's not. No one's gonna remember this guy. Now we're gonna have his history, but what he did when he was here. But his legacy is not gonna be a good one, man. The things we're gonna teach our children about what the Edomites were. They're gonna be astonished at it. Okay, though some of them will be the souls that fell victim to the, in the ways of life of the Edomites of wickedness, right? Anyway. Revelation chapter 20, verse 4, and I saw thrones, and they that sat upon them, and judgment was given unto them. And I saw the souls of them that were beheaded for the witness of Yahushua, and for the word of Yahweh, and which had not worshipped the beast, neither his image, neither had received his mark upon their foreheads or in their hands, and they lived and reigned with Hamashiach 1,000 years. Okay? In that kingdom of heaven age, man, we're going to live, okay, and reign with Yahushua. That's what we've been talking about. By denying ourselves, denying that MOT to the B, okay, in that image, hey, man, it's going to follow us, man. The things we do, there's going to be a legacy that'll follow us, okay, and come down to the end. Then it says, verse 15, and whosoever was not found written in the book of life was cast into the lake of fire. Okay, those that did follow those things. And you can go to the 14th chapter. Well, I'll go real quick just to show it, because I always like to bring that up. Okay. I go to verse 9, Revelation 14 and 9. And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and his image, and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of the Most High, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation, that lake of fire. And he shall be he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels, in the presence of the Lamb. Okay, and their smoke of their torment ascendeth up forever and ever, and they have no rest day nor night, who worship the beast and his image, and whosoever receiveth the mark of his name. So that legacy is going to follow you, man. You're going to have shame. You're going to be doing all right, but you're going to be having shame. Okay, and it comes back to what I read earlier. And even at the top of that, it goes into that new song. But anyway, another script, and then I think I'll close straight to the point. 2 Ezra chapter 2, verse 45. He answered and said unto me, these be they that have put off the immortal. I'll read up, because that's always a good one. Yep. Yep. Yeah, wow. 38. Arise up and stand. Behold, the number of those that be sealed in the feast of the Lord, which are departed from the shadow of the world, and have received glorious garments of the Lord. And this is spoken of in Revelations, right? When you get in there. Take thy number, O Zion, and shut up those of thine that are clothed in white, which have fulfilled the law of the Lord. And I didn't read that in the 14th chapter, but it says, the number of thy children whom thou longest for is fulfilled. Beseech the power of the Lord, that thy people which have been called from the beginning may be hallowed. I, Ezra, saw upon the Mount Zion a great people who I could not number, and they all praised the Lord with songs. And this ties right into that chapter, right? And in the midst of them, there was a young man of a high stature, speaking of Yahushua, taller than all the rest, and upon every one of their heads he set crowns, and was more exalted, which I marveled at greatly. So I asked the angel and said, Sir, what are these? And he answered and said unto me, These be they that have put off the mortal clothing, have put on the immortal, right? And have confessed the name of the Most High, Yahweh and Yahushai. Now are they crowned and receive palms. And that's the point. Okay? I mean, it goes on. I'll read more, but that's the point. That the works that we did, the legacy followed us, man, into the kingdom of heaven. And this is the moment that's crowning us from the moment of what, after what we have, the works we did in this flesh, into the moment of what we're doing in the kingdom of heaven. Okay, that transitional moment where we get changed over. Then said I unto the angel, What young person is it that crowneth them and giveth them palms in their hands? And so he answered and said unto me, It is the Son of the Most High, which is Yahushai, whom they have confessed in the world. Then I began greatly to commend them that stood so stiffly for the name of Yahweh. Okay? And that's the point. So our name does follow us, okay? Our works do follow us. We do leave a legacy behind us, man. Okay? We do leave a name for ourselves, a reputation for ourselves. Okay? So as far as the world goes, no. There's nothing that, unless Mike Tyson is of the elect, there's nothing he's going to do that's going to be like, yeah, man, he was bad in the kingdom of heaven. Hey, man, King David was way greater in his time when he ruled. Okay? That's the type of people that you're going to remember. You're not going to remember Michael Jordan dunked from the free throw line. Nobody cares. Okay? But what we do in this life now, going into the kingdom of heaven, that will last for eternity. So, Lord willing, this was edifying. I'm just going to say, this is like an admonishment. Hey, keep fighting, keep going. Okay? Because as we get down closer, we're going to need faith and prayer and all these other things. But keep the confidence that, hey, that you can't fold, Lord willing, right? That you keep going and keep fighting. Okay, the end is near, man. And we're at the end of this thing, and hey, just keep fighting. Okay, just gotta endure to the end of this, man. And Lord willing, we be of the elect, and we get the crown, man. And that legacy follows us, and we get that reputation, that fame, and that name. All right, so Lord willing, is edifying, giving all praise and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahshai, Ba'ashim Rachakodash. Until the next one, say Shalom.